What they got you doing right now?
So again, they showed me love. The NBA gave me like an apprenticeship last year where I can kind of go in and make like a hybrid job, like where I scout and I do player development. Cause it got coaching label, but I ain't really trying to be a coach for real. Like I really want to be more of a mentor than a guy that's always X and O's with it. So they gave me the ground to create the position. And then this year they gave me a full ride. They hired me in the hybrid position where I'm scouting teams and then doing player development, really shooting with the guys before and after. That's pretty much what I call player development.
Nah, for sure, for sure. But that's dope, man. You get to be in the weeds. You still get to be in the locker room. You get to be with the players. So that's
Yeah.
that's where the real fun is at. I feel like so.
Yeah. Now, and it was real organic, man. I was in Vegas for summer league last year, and DG was out there, and I got all the little games that like to challenge him after practice, and so we started doing some of those, and he like, D, I need you around, and so from there he kind of spearheaded it, and then the rest is history.
Hey, you still got the burner?
Hey, listen, man, that's the last thing to go. I might can't get up and dive for a good 20. I don't care to play for real no more. But I stay strapped, man. Because they gonna challenge you. They gonna challenge you.
I already know. I already know.
Yeah, we just had a debate the other day. Tristan, we just signed Tristan Thompson. So he come in, he like shit. Booby still the best shooter in the gym. I don't care what nobody say. He's still the best. So you see DG like, hold on. Spider like, hold on. I'm like, hey, I hear what y'all saying. But if you go check the facts, DG he got about 80 to catch me, and they shooting way more threes now. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't shooting that many, so I'm still top out. Well, nah, Jetty passed me last year, so I'm top 6. I'm still top 10 though with the Cavs. So it's all good.
Nah, for sure. That's love.
Cavs, we got some shooters this year though. We got Strus. We done added, Niang. We done added some shooters, but
hey, training camp been nice because that the coach preaching like moving that ball and moving bodies. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to really, in my opinion, kind of open it up for Ev. So Evan can take that step that he need to take. So with them shooters out there, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of space for him to operate.
I really I think low key it's a blessing in disguise. Like I don't want to say it, but like that Jared Allen's not there, it's gonna give Mobley a lot of room to work. Like he got way more space, way more opportunities, all the boards.
That's the tricky part, right? Because we love JA and what they do together, like defensively and all that. When you got both of them on the floor, sometimes it does create a little bit of a problem, and it tries to, and sometimes it make Ev have to. It forces him to try to space the flow when he shouldn't have to all the time.
It's not really. That's
I
not.
feel what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
but JA big Texas, man. So we got to make sure.
Okay, yeah, got your love,
my guy love,
Yeah, I can tell my boy really a coach now. He you know what I'm saying? He talking about the game different. I feel it.
I love that.
Yeah, man. When you get in between them lines and you hear JB and you hear him talking, you like, all right, I wouldn't say it like that. I can go holler at Darius or Spider and give it to him how I would have wanted somebody to give it to me. You feel me? Sure. On the floor. So that's kind of how I'm developing those relationships. So that's what you hear in the voice, man. You hear the maturity in the from player to sideline.
No, that's dope.
I got a quick question. I gotta ask this. This is a quick question. So
yes, sir.
Who gets the real who gets that DG nickname? Do you get that or is it Garland? Like who getting that DG?
He can have it, man. Feel me? Booby works.
Booby world.
Booby works perfectly fine for me. Can't nobody have that. So I mean, back home, if he was to come to Houston, he'd have to fight me for the DG title because I'm still D Gibb. I'm still DG in Houston, but in Cleveland, they don't even know my name is Daniel low-key. It's straight Booby. That's it. So we don't even got to scrap for it. He can have it.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, and that, like you were
that's
saying,
my dog.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, I really do think that you would be one of those players. There's a lot of players that played, just a little bit earlier than this era where they wasn't getting up at as many threes, but you shot over 40% for your career. Like I could only imagine if you were shooting 8, 9 threes a game like the rest of these dudes is now, like them numbers would have been through the roof.
Yeah, if you had the volume, that these dudes have now.
Bro, I said that we had a debate. We said, man, I retired too early. You know what I'm saying? I retired like right right there. And I only played 8 years, so they
Right
just
at the
owe me like,
shift. Right at the
nigga,
shift.
you can still be playing right now. But at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't really know about when I retired, man, I had like 3 or 4 back-to-back injuries after the ankle. So it was my contract year. Coming back into the next season, they still kept me on roster. So I still got my ring. But it was like I had to fresh off the ankle. Then it was the MCL. Then it went from the MCL to the back. And that was all like in a year and a half span. And so some guys are able to like, keep pushing. But for me, fly, getting on a plane, trying to land and work, the time I spent in the training room started to become more than the time I was spending on the floor. So I kind of had to like take a step back and kind of reevaluate and say, all right, I'm young enough. There's still other things I can do. Yeah, basketball been my whole life. But for a lot of us, we finished playing at 37, 38, 35. Still young in the real world, but by NBA standards, it's old. So it's like you then now trying to start fresh at 37. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think starting at like 28, 29, I was able to start a whole new career. And low key, at the rate that it's going, it's probably gonna outdo my playing career.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Even though you say you not really looking at the X's and O's, the head coaching, I feel like you be a dope head coach. I feel like you would be able to command the locker room. You feel me? Like I feel like the toughest thing about coaching, especially in the NBA, where everybody got millions of dollars, everybody got stats, everybody got accolades, is being able to lead men. And so you able to do that, then.
And the hardest thing for us to do, bro, in the league is to connect with the players because they're gonna get the bag regardless. Like the bread guaranteed. So they don't gotta listen to you. You know what I'm saying? But if they get it from somebody that done experienced it, that done went through it, and they know I ain't giving them no bullshit, they tend to listen. So that's kind of where I've been earning my stripes. But that's more on the player development, not the X's and O's. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Never know. As you get deeper and deeper in that, you might, find yourself getting involved with the X's and O's. You don't even realize it. And then,
man, Booby gonna remember this conversation like 15 years from now when he's sitting in some office in New York or Philly, and they're like, a head coaching job,
Nah, see, that's what I tell them. That's cool. Just give me the GM job. You feel me? Just put me on there.
Yeah.
That's president of basketball ops, like, you know what I'm saying? Because now I can have those conversations and be in those rooms. You feel me? Like that's more the goal. And then still be able to get on the court with the guys when I need to. But I've been doing like a lot of scouting too. And I actually feel like that's more of like my bread and butter. Like being able to like find talent. Like just last year, they sent me to a game. Y'all might not know his name, but I think it's Cedric Milner from he went to Kent State.
Milner, yep. I heard Cedric Milner.
So I went to his game and he wasn't on the list for us to even look at. It was everybody else. But I left the game. I'm like, y'all might wanna, I don't know if y'all care, but just check him out. And so they ended up checking him out, and then he just got the 2-way for the Spurs. So that's kind of like.
But you saw that you peeped, but like you saw that he had a lot of potential.
Yeah, and that's how you build trust on that side with the front office. So now they be ready to send me, hey, go over here, watch this. So it's like that's where I feel like I have more fun. And then when I'm able to connect individually with individual guys like your DGs or your Spiders, I can't deny that. I'm gonna still get on the court with them. And Imani, I heard y'all talk about Imani before. He gonna be one of the ones.
Oh, for sure. We big Imani Bates fans over here.
I seen it.
Bill for it.
I love it.
I got a question. I want to ask you some stuff about the league right now. Who you see all the moves that's been made? You know what I'm saying? Drew just went to the Celtics. You see Dame just went to the Bucks. The East is looking real tough at the top, man. Who would you say you got coming out the East if you had to pick somebody right now?
Who is hard not to go with that Dame Giannis combo, bro? Like, if you wanted to put a duo together like perfectly, like
that's the one.
That's what I've been saying.
If we was on 2K right now, we'll create that team. But sometimes it take a little time for that shit to come together. So a low key, a quiet one was the Celtics getting Drew.
For sure.
I feel like if I had to pick one, like right now, they got a big in Porzingis, and then they added a one in Drew. I feel like that's what they've been missing for the last couple years. So I think I go Boston right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you going Boston. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Myself, I probably have to go. I can't go against Giannis and Dame. I think that's exactly what Giannis been missing. That killer instinct dude that could get the bucket down the stretch. So I feel like
Well, that pick and roll,
man,
forget about it. Forget about it.
Tough. What about the West? Who you like in the West right now?
Forget about it. Man, Bron's still my dog, man. I still want to see my boy. I'm not going Lakers. I'm not going Lakers. Do I want to see it? Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I want to see it. I want to see my dog. Year 21, still at that level. I want to see him keep killing just so they can start to say, like, even if you don't want to say he better than Jordan on like a skill thing, right? Because that's the one thing that that Jordan can get you on. His skill, like his basketball skill, the way he shoot, the way, you know what I'm saying, that shit. But like, if we talking about just the overall package, longevity, being able to do every single thing on the basketball floor, like my boy just keep on adding to the resume.
You'll never see a GOAT debate here on SSN because we both picking Bron. We both going Bron.
Well, I'm on the right show then. I'm on the right show. I get a lot of flack though when I go MJ, but it's like Bron is just, it's undeniable, man, to be able to, because I got with him his third year. Yeah. And when I got with him his third year, when he had that game against the Pistons, when he went for 29, that was the game before I had my game. Mm-hmm. So the game when he go for 29, I'm on the floor like,
never seen nothing like this shit.
Against that defense.
I'm a fan on the floor.
Bro, like everybody was.
I'm like, I'm a pro, but don't give me the ball, bro. I'm going to this part. What I'm watching right now, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And then to add, just for y'all, after that game in the locker room, he literally came to me. He like, bro, they gonna double. It's gonna be a lot of looks next game. I want you to come ready to shoot that. So if you go back to the clip of the game, like at the end, where he like, I told you, motherfucker. Like that was because after he dropped that 40 bomb, he had told me to be ready. And I just happened to be ready for that next one to go ahead and get him where he wanted to go. But man, watching him that night, and then for him to start there with all of the pressure and hype and all that, and then be 20 at year 21, and y'all can try to say that there's a better player, but it's still an argument. It's still an argument. You can't just take Bron off the throne right now. You feel me? That tell you he a different dude.
He's still averaging 27, 7 and 7, damn near. Like, hey,
I'm not taking him off the. Ain't nobody took him off the throne yet.
Yeah,
I really like LeBron really got to get that 5th ring. Like he has to get that 5th ring. I feel like it just makes sense that he get that 5th ring. Like I don't know how he gonna get it, when he gonna get it, but he got to get one more. I swear he do.
I want to see it. So little hot take. I love what they built in the lake show and all that. But boy, would I love to see him come and rock with these boys we got out here.
Oh my God, dog. Hey. The Cavs are perfectly built for LeBron to come back and just, that would be, man. That's
just a hypothetical. With everything we got, we wouldn't have to lose. If we had to lose nothing, if we could just keep it and get him.
Look, that would be, first of all, the East would be insane, but the Cavs would be.
I gotta give a disclaimer. Look, we are not tampering. This is not tampering. We just hypothetical fantasy draft. Like we just
talking shit. That's what I like to see.
You feel me? This is
this is if we on 2K and we building out rosters and we got the rosters as they are. We could take one guy from another team, just like Milwaukee took Dame. If we could, you feel me? If we could do that, ooh. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That'll be something to see. But I want to see him get 5 too.
I really do. So, but yeah, who you got coming out the West? You ain't tell us who you like coming out the West.
I'm gonna go with Phoenix.
Phoenix,
okay.
You know, another Longhorn. Last year, I feel like him and Book. Yeah, I mean, I got to do it, man. I'm a big Texas guy.
I respect that.
Yeah, I bleed it. I bleed burnt orange. We got last year. They had to kind of put it together. You know what I'm saying? Now you add Bill. You add them being more comfortable. And then they actually sneaky added a lot of pieces when they made them last deals, when they lost Ayton and all that. They added some wings and some depth. So I think Phoenix put it together.
Now for sure. Grayson Allen, I think, was a really good pickup for them, scrappy player. He gonna do the dirty work.
Perfect.
I like Nurkic with them. Ayton's solid, but I do like Nurkic with them.
He'll more so fill his role. I feel like Aiden still try to see if he can be a superstar in this league. Nurk more like whatever I get, I'm cool with.
Now for sure. And I also think with them being so star driven, they don't really have that prototypical point guard. So Nurkic do a little bit of that passing that they're gonna need, that playmaking ability. So now I really like what Phoenix did.
Like you said, they gotta have a point forward. Like they gotta have a lot of unselfish guys that accept the roles, okay with not getting a lot of shots, but when they do get them and when they do get opportunities, be ready to max out.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, they feel like, they got Booker, they got KD, they got Beal. They think like, oh, these are all scorers, but they're not real selfish players. Like they gonna share the ball, let each other work, and they all operate well in space. So it's gonna be a lot of just, let me take my man. If somebody help, I'm kicking it. Then we're gonna get an easy shot. Like their offense is gonna be real simple.
Facts, and that's KD, the most unselfish superstar ever. Yeah, he can play in any system. He get a lot of hate for it, but he can play in any system anywhere because of what you just said. He gonna play the right way, and all three of them are. I ain't seen Bill do it because he been in Washington, just getting to the money. But what I do know about all three of those guys, basketball junkies. Like basketball is life for all three of them. Meaning like they got AAU teams when they not hooping, and when they not with the AAU teams, they watching the NBA. Like it ain't nothing else going on in their life but hoop.
Now for sure, and that's the perfect way to put it. Those three dudes, especially KD and Booker, those are hoopers. Like they're not scorers, they're not passers, they're literal hoopers. Like they go out, they could just do everything. They could literally do anything the team needs them to do at a extremely high level.
And that's why that's why you okay with getting rid of a CP. You like, all right, we cool with him leaving because we know Dev can play the one, Bill can play it. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, guys ain't just one dimensional with how they play the game at all.
And KD is like one of the most special players ever because this man can get 30 with only taking like 13 shots. Like he can do the craziest shit.
And they be playing with my guy, man. No, he's so legendary, man. And just the skill set, just like what he bringing to the table. And I mean, I see a lot of him. I see a lot of him and Imani. I see a lot of similarities in like how their bodies move and like how they able to like get their shot off and tight space just because they both 6'9", 6'10". I'm gonna get them in the gym.
To be so fluent at that size is insane. It's just insane to be so fluent at that size.
Man, if you watch EB work out, man, it's some of the craziest shit you ever see. Cause I'm strapped, but little bro coming for it. Like workout wise, I give him drills. I give him I'm like, we gotta go 5 in a row from 7 spots to finish. That's normally hard for people. You know what I'm saying? That's like
That's an hour. That's an hour work. That's an hour workout right there.
Not for him. Probably won't even be 10 minutes. Man. That's how crazy bro be. Might not be 10 minutes.
He low-key not remind me, but he got a little Paul George in his game to me too. Like, I don't know, call me crazy, but I feel like he remind me a little bit of Paul George with like his handle, the way he can set up into his shots. Like he got a lot of game.
And you spot on with that because some of the film and some of the stuff that we work on is how PG gets to his money in a tight box. Like he might hit you with a little bang and then that little step back. Now we still right here, but you feel me? You just gave me that just what I needed. He like a 6'8" Kyrie low key if you ask me.
Hey, that up and under finish you had the other night,
bro.
You saw
PG,
man.
Hey. Kyrie was 6'8", it'll look a lot similar. It'll look similar. It'll probably be a little better. It's still Kyrie.
Kyrie at 6'8" might be the GOAT. Kyrie at 6'8" might be the GOAT.
He would be the GOAT. Bro, when I tell people this story, when he first got to Cleveland, he only played 5-10 games in college. So I'm like, all right, I'm finna strap up. Like I shoot, but I guard too. I'm full court, 94. What's that?
And that's what people don't remember. You used to play defense too.
Oh yeah,
you used to play defense.
And that's how I got on the floor. The first time I got on the floor, we was playing the Wizards. Gilbert had like 30. Coach, that's the first time I got in the game. He snatched me by my shit. Go stop that motherfucker. That's how I got my first time on the floor. I didn't stop him, but I did a little bit, and then I got some action. But man, that day I pick up Kyrie 94, bro. Facial expression never changed. He like, all right, bet. Slow motion, bink, 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 bink. And right when you think you got a good contest or a good defensive possession, bucket, dime, bucket. I'm like, hold on, how old is
You said 19?
19? I was like, nah. And right there in that moment, I'm like, there's just guys that come in that just different. It don't matter who guarding them. They playing against themselves for real. And he one of those guys. Like, I ain't never seen a more skilled basketball player ever in my life. And can't nobody, you debate your daddy, because you can't debate me when it comes to that. Like, seeing him,
For real.
it's nothing that he can't do. He can shoot, he can shoot threes with his left hand. Like, if y'all probably never seen it, but if he want to like change and just start spotting up with his left hand, he can do that too.
Hey, he's the greatest finisher I ever seen, and he got the greatest hand I ever seen. So
I appreciate y'all saying that, because they be 34. What was that? The little ranking that came out, he was like the 34th best player.
That was the most disrespectful thing I ever seen.
That's the thing though. Like ESPN and all them sites, they be trying to like clickbait.
They be trolling. They be trolling.
They want people to talk about it. They want us to be like, oh, how is that? Because we're talking about it. But like that, bro, there's no way that there's 34 people alive better at basketball than that man. Just like the 75 list, there's no way there's 75 people that play better than him. Like, it's impossible.
Come on, bro. I need to know when they be doing these, they need to put a name on it. When they doing these ESPN, whatever, put a name on it. So now everybody knows that you said Kyrie was 34, Ja was 35. Yeah. Put a name on it. So we know. They be anonymous, so that's why they be talking.
Yeah, they be hiding behind that ESPN logo for sure.
Yeah, trolling.
So I got a couple questions about your draft experience, going to the Cavs and everything like that.
Hold on, before we get there, Jay, I want to ask him real quick before we get to the NBA. What was it like playing on that?
My bad. No, I'm playing.
Nah, you good. I just want to know, what was it like playing on that Texas team?
Shit.
That Texas team was legendary.
So another dope story. Me and LaMarcus played against each other in high school. Crazy game. He played for, I don't know if he was playing for Team Texas at this time, but he go for 45. I go for like 41 or something crazy. After the game, we chop it up like, man, what school you going to? I'm like, shit, I don't know. So we exchange numbers almost before, Mug was teaming up. Me and him like, whatever school you going to, I'm going. Whatever visit you go on, I'm going. So we started going on visits together. So me and Train was already locked in before we got there. And so obviously we picked Texas. They got PJ and AJ Abrams was coming in. And they had just went to the 4 not too long ago with TJ Ford. But man, my college experience was crazy. I will say the toughest part about it was Rick Barnes when I first got there. He was trying to turn me into TJ Ford. He really wanted me to be like just.
I can see that. Rick Barnes saying it looks like Rick Barnes needed y'all team to get a KD.
Gotcha. And then KD actually came on this visit. We hosted him. So you're right. That's kind of like he definitely set it up. At that point though, we was pumping out pros. So every year we had at least 3-4 in the top 5 or in the draft overall. But yeah, man, the experience was great. Outside of that, once he figured out that there was a new age of guard kind of coming in, that a guard that can shoot threes and still make at the same time, he figured it out. But the experience was crazy, man. We went to the 8 and we ended up losing to Tyrus Thomas and Big Baby them in the Elite 8 in the game. We should have won. But
100%.
Yeah, number 2 in the country. We got some things done.
Nah, for sure. That backcourt was crazy. You and AJ Abrams was going nuts back there.
You talking about jumpers?
Yeah.
You got any crazy stories from Texas that you could share?
Man, just know 6th Street is a hell of a time, man. When you know what I'm saying? When you're in college. I mean, when I first got there, we won the football national championship. So Vince Young is from Houston. So I can't share what 6th Street looked like with a football national championship for a football school, but man,
I can imagine.
Time.
I can imagine. Hey, Booby was. And we ain't gonna talk
Hey,
about it, but we know what's on the
hey,
street don't gotta be explained.
Sixth Street is just a strip just full of bars, man. So it's one of them. Texas is a real college town, man, for
That's
sure.
what's up.
So was
But
it
the one
always
story I
like,
will give you is that moment that me and Rick Barnes had, like, where we figured it out. He put 6 people on the court because I was breaking the defense down and scoring. So he added another defender and told me I couldn't shoot. And without shooting the ball, he told me if I turned it over, the whole team had to run. So man, me and PJ had a moment. I was trying to pass, like I break down my 2, but they know I'm passing, so they're not helping. So he like, PJ, like, man, shoot that motherfucker, shoot it. Like, I don't care, just shoot it, right? So I break my 2 down, boom. I score on them. Coach pulled me by my shit. I told you to run it. I'm like, Coach, I'm gonna make the play that they giving me. If they help, I'm gonna pass it. If they don't help, I'm gonna score it. What we doing? He like, no, I told you, motherfucker. Are you dumb or are you stupid? Them was the 2 options he gave me.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
hey, he from New York? He from New York?
Right?
I mean, he gotta be.
He from Harlem? That nigga from Harlem.
Man,
You
them
dumb or you
fighting words.
stupid?
Man, are you dumb or you stupid? I say at that point, I lost everything, went blank. Out. He got the board in his hand. Out. I'm
about to
out of here. Out the door. I walk out the door. The strength coach run behind me. He like, Booby. He do this to all his point guards. He Like, he trying to break you. I'm like, all right. He broke me. I'm finna go to Kansas, North Carolina. Get me out of here. But that's probably a story that I ain't never really shared. But yeah, that was like me and his moment. And then after that, he was like, okay, like, this is who you are. We can try to figure out how to like make you successful.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Hey, he said, look, I'm to Kansas. I'm still in the Big 12 with it. What's up?
Yeah, because I want to stay close just so I can give y'all this good 30 that y'all know coming. For sure.
When you was choosing schools, was it always Texas, or did you have other schools in mind, or like you and LaMarcus was like, yeah, Texas?
I'm a big H-time guy. As you can see, I've been talking about Texas pretty much the whole interview. So I'm heavy on the Texas side, but I was big North Carolina fan growing up. So North Carolina, they had the jump. They had Rashad McCants, Raymond Felton. They had the whole crew. I just didn't know if they was getting up out of there or if they was gonna, you know what I'm saying, stick around, because they had stayed after they was supposed to win the year before. So like they came back. And I think Matt Doherty or somebody was the coach at that time, right before Roy Williams went over there. He still tried to get me to come, but that was the only reason why they kind of fell off my radar. They was too stacked at the time. But it was between Texas, Carolina, and Arkansas actually snuck in there. I don't know how, but I think Ronnie Brewer went on my visit with me. We had it was like 3 or 4 All-Americans that I went to that visit, and yeah, the track team was fun.
Was Pat Bev there?
The girls track team. With at Arkansas?
Yeah,
nah, I think Pat, he might be like right behind me because we played open gym and Gennaro Pargo. Me and Gennaro Pargo was going at it.
And Pargo is tough.
Underrated. Bro had a game.
Yeah, Fargo
Chicago, you know the Chicago, they come different.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, Fargo was nice.
I was watching something, bro, and I want to talk about this. It's about your draft experience. I think I seen something that said you met with the Cavs and you sat in Mike Brown's seat when you you was meeting with him when you was meeting with the Cavs.
I still don't know how I did that, bro. Don't know how I did it. I probably was just nervous, but I had just had a craziest workout. I'm talking about I might have missed 2-3 shots total. Like, and I don't even be dunking like that, but this day I'm on that rim. You hear me? On that rim. But man, I walked in the office and I'm thinking I'm in the right seat. And he come in, he like, man, I guess you interviewing me. So he sit on the other side and was like, what you want to ask me? I'm like, Coach, I promise you, I don't know how I got turned around, but I said it himself. But it was one of them days, man, like you dream about it. You dream about going to a workout and having like the best workouts you can have, like missing no shots. And it came off the heels of a workout with the Rockets where I really wanted to do good, but I did my worst. So like that was more like, for me, going into that workout, I wanted to prove myself, and Bron was on the baseline. He had just came back from USA, and so he kind of had me probably a little more hype that the King was in there. But yeah, bro, I had the workout of my life. After that, after I switched seats with Coach, after we figured that out, he was just like, "You fit what we trying to do here." You know what I mean? They couldn't guarantee me, but when I left that building that day, I felt like if they had 3 picks that year.
Okay.
And Brian made me feel like if I was on the board and nobody else really got to see how like, because in college you can't really show all your shit, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for sure.
So in my workouts, they would have probably been able to see that I was able to do more, but I shut it down after that workout. I didn't work out for nobody else because my agent at the time was like, that would tell them that nobody else will get the chance to see what they just saw. And if they saying that they locked in on you at one of those picks, I wanted to play with Bron anyway. I felt like that was gonna be my best opportunity to be successful, just with what I bring to the table.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, to get that cosign from Bron, that's the one hell of a cosign right there.
Man, I was nervous. Even with the cosign on draft night, I was nervous as a hoe in church, but I was nervous.
I already know.
I was like, because they took Shannon with the first one. So I'm like, damn, if I would have worked out, I probably could have, got me the first round.
Oh,
I'm like,
sure.
okay. They got 2 in the second. I'm like, but they literally called me right after they picked him. And that don't normally happen. They was like,
oh, nah.
Right after they picked him, they was like, hey, we got 2 more picks in the second round. If you're on the board, you'll be a Cavalier. I'm like, shit. So at that point, I was cool. But prior to that, man, I couldn't even watch the draft.
I know your stomach had to be twisted. I already know.
Because I put everything in them picking me. Like, they could have went with a nut with somebody else, and every other team, I never even gave them a chance to even see what I could do.
Yeah, that's a lot of faith.
That could have got ugly, but I'm still with them now. So hindsight,
yeah,
it was the best decision I could have ever made.
1000%.
I'm still a Cavalier right now to this day.
That's God right there. That's all that is. That's God right there, bro.
You right. I said that day my grandmother passed maybe like 4 or 5 months before that happened, and I felt like it was one of them ones. Like, she in there with me. Like, what was that movie with Marlon Wayans, 6 Man or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Where like you shooting that bitch, and it's like she guiding that bitch.
She guiding the ball. Yup.
I go to jump, she picking me up. I'm doing all kind of shit.
Hey, he dunked it. He felt like Mike in it. He looking around like, whoa.
Bro, that's literally what it felt like that day, bro. Like, she gave me the cheat code that day.
That's amazing. That's dope.
So
yes, sir.
I got a couple other questions. So you was, you know what I'm saying, in that locker room with Brian, with everybody. Y'all went to the finals, everything. So you saw a lot, you experienced a lot. You got to see the whole thing from a front row view.
Yes, sir.
Always say LeBron running the team, he got all this, you know what I'm saying, influence, he's the GM. How much influence from your perspective do LeBron really have? Or did he have at that time?
I mean, we don't never see it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't broadcasting it, but he's what Kyrie say, le GM?
I'm about to say le GM, yo.
Le GM, bro. It's that simple. Like, they not gonna bring a player in there that he not okay with, and he probably gonna tell them the guys that he wanna bring out. It was just being in Cleveland with the weather, with like how we were in the standings. It was just, people just didn't want, because in the free agency, what wins is the big markets, the Miamis, the LAs, those are the ones that win. So that's really what it came down to for him getting free agents to come out there. Because it was a couple times, I remember we almost got Amari Stoudemire.
Yep, I remember that.
Around that time, we made the big deal when we got, Wally and Ben and all those guys for Larry Hughes, but it was always a deal, like, right there.
Oh, yeah, they will always talk about it.
Yeah, but it's true, man. I just feel like when you that great and when you command so much, you gotta ask him. You can't bring nobody in there that he ain't okay with, because then obviously, yeah, he could just leave.
Hey, J.O., this man just said he shut down his draft process because because he was walking out. LeBron said, "Yeah,
There you go.
He said, "I'm fucking with you, gang." He said,
yeah."
"Bet."
He gave me that. He gave me that. Hey, we gonna get you. I said, I bet. Like,
Hey, that's real. That's real.
I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done.
My next question about that kind of stuff. When LeBron decided he was going to Miami, what was that like for you and for like the team and everything like that? Just the city?
Man, it was a lot. It was toxic. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Like when that game, you go back to that game
That's
when they
last
came
game
in,
against the Celtics.
Nah. When he walked off, that's the one when he took the jersey off or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, that's the infamous moment. I'm talking when he came back and
Okay.
played that first game.
Yeah, with the Heat.
Bro, that building was crazy. But it got messy because me and him already had a relationship. Obviously, my big bro, when I came in, we working out together every day as my dog. So when he left, yeah, I felt the weight. But I'm like, at the end of the day, when you leave or if you want to go to another team, I can't be mad at you for picking a different team. I just was mad because I wanted you to play with me. I wasn't tripping for real. Like, at the end of the day, if a team want to trade you, they ain't gonna ask you where you want to go. They gonna just send you there.
Yeah.
And so that night, man, it's like the second half. I'm playing well. He come over like to the bench and was like kind of like joking a little bit and like laughing. And like the some of the coaches was almost like looking at us like why y'all laughing with this motherfucker? Like they beating us by like 25. And I'm like, that's my name. I'm not trying to like, you feel me? Like I'm hoping I'm going. If you watch the game, like it was one play, like when I first checked in the game, I hit him with a hard little jab, boom, and I'm running back. Like I'm like, yeah, what's happening? Like I'm on that time on the court. But when we were sitting down, I'm like, you feel me? Like he come down there and say what's up. I'm not gonna ignore this man. Like this is my guy.
Yeah, it's my
so
dog.
it got messy right there, bro. Like the fans was like, y'all too nice. Like y'all supposed to hate him as much as we do. Like, and it was a whole thing. And so I get faded. Like maybe, I don't know if it's that night or somewhat close to that. And I'm in the club and I get on the mic, bro. And I'm like, man, if y'all don't want to be in Cleveland, if y'all don't want to play here, go. Like what we got going on right here, we gonna figure. Like if you don't want to be here, get the fuck out.
I remember. I seen that. I remember.
But I wasn't talking to him though. That's the problem. So it got kind of blasted out. Like I was taking shots at him to set the record straight. And I had this conversation. With Mo. My beef was with the people that was on our team, acting like because he left, that now like the world's over, we don't want to play no more, like we want to get traded, like you know what I'm saying. So them, when I said that night, I was addressing them, like if y'all don't want to play here because he left, we don't need y'all, like you know what I'm saying. Sure. And so bro hit me on some dumb shit, like bro, I'm in Toys R Us shopping for my I'm in Toys R Us.
He with his kid.
Shopping for my son. I'm on a happy vibe. Man, Bron hit me. I'm like, oh, what's up, big bro? What's going on? That's how we feel. I'm like, huh? He like, that's what we on? I'm like, what you talking about? He like, so you just like, we on them? I'm like, first of all, I would never say that to you. Anytime somebody asks me, when people be like, oh, like you only got your contract because of Bron, I don't care. Yeah, I
like,
did.
Who gives a fuck? Like what?
You feel me? Everybody can't make shots with him. Everybody can't do that. Like, so you don't gotta whatever. Yes, you know what I'm saying. So that's been my dog. So on the phone, I'm like, bro, I would never. Like you, the one that made sure my situation was what it is. Like I'm gonna rock with you regardless. When I said that was for everybody that stayed when you left, trying to act like they wanted to leave because you left. That's all that I was saying. He like, oh, my bad, bro. Like the way they made it, because I think like Rich Paul and Duck and a few of them and a few other guys was in the club that night. So that's kind of why they took it back to him as if it was that. So that's what I mean. Like that whole situation, bro. It got real toxic. But to this day, man, that's still my big bro. Me and Mo had our moment, but like it was just one of them moments, dog. Like we are competitors and we grown men, and it shit got real messy.
Look, no disrespect, but I'm not gonna lie. It came out real crazy when Mo Williams said he was gonna retire because LeBron left. Like, I was like, bro, what you mean? Like, you still got to hoop, dog. What you mean? You gonna retire because LeBron left?
Now you see what I'm saying? Right. Imagine being on the team. Like, I'm like, we are, and that's the year, bro. We lost 25 games straight that year. Like, Bron left because he left at the end of free agency, so we couldn't even add like a small forward that was even. We ended up having to grab, no disrespect, because Joey Graham, my dog, but Joey Graham wasn't even playing at all on no team the year before that, and he came in and was our starting three. So like we went from Bron to like basically a lottery team, which is cool, but that just means everybody that's there got to still be bought in because that got us Kyrie, low key, like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Which got them the championship. So it's like everybody just be, man, we grown men at the end of the day, and they'll trade you for nothing. So you can't be mad at somebody for, you know what I'm saying, going to another team.
For sure. And like you said, y'all got Kyrie, and y'all getting Kyrie, y'all got Bron back. So
and got the chip.
Yep. So
at the end of the day, I went through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't on that roster, but I still got the ring just because I hadn't officially retired and they still had my rights.
No, that's
what's up.
Deservingly so.
So last thing I want to ask about that time, bro. What was you thinking when the owner came out with that letter? You feel me? And he said that shit about Bron. What was you thinking, bro? Because that shit, like that was one of the craziest things I ever seen. Like, that was wild.
Yeah. That was that's probably the wildest moment I probably had as a player. Hey. And the reason why I say it's the wildest moment, because me and Dan Gilbert had got close. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that he wasn't like that. But I feel like because of how it happened, and he knew that with Bron leaving, bro, that mean like
everything.
People gonna lose jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bron got a hole right next to the rock or the Q at the time. He had a mural.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That's one of the hardest things I ever seen. Nigga, that shit. But you in the city, all you see is witness. Like, you see that.
Yeah, so it's like he just like this right here. So it's like
a fucking godlike figure, nigga. Just
now he gone, and the owner got to try to figure out how he gonna say face it. He made the wrong decision, but the reason I just felt bad for him because I know like Dan. He take care of a lot of things out here in the city for less fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't be on that time. So for me, I was like, damn, this what you on for real? This.
Hey, but that's how you know he was really hurt. He was really hurt.
That's all it was. And you know how when you hurt, you gonna say whatever on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I felt about it, because I was torn, bro. Because Dan my guy, but obviously like my loyalty is with Bron.
For sure.
Did you got anything else, Los?
I just want to know, like, you had the golf tournament recently. How'd that go?
Man, it went great. So the thing about the city, bro, is like when we first got on this card, like when I played, I was very active in the community. So it's just a lot of love out here. So I did the golf tournament. Since now I'm on the other side, I'm gonna start doing a lot of events like that to kind of like network, bring people together, bring different influences, people that can make things happen in the city. You put them in the same room, put them on a golf course, have conversations, and now we able to do more events and have more things pop off in the city. Like, I'm gonna have a Stop the Violence basketball game probably
that's tough.
In around Christmas. So like for me out here, like I'm gonna keep testing the community turkey giveaways. That was just the first one since I've been back on this side of the game. And yeah, man, it was a great turnout. And I mean, that's really why I'm back, bro. The city, they take care of you, boy. Heavy.
You know we hoop. We hoop, bro. You having that to stop the
that's perfect. I mean, hey, look, I tell you, I was rocking with y'all when y'all first started doing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be solid. And then when I watch it and then I hear it, I'm like, because it's just real conversation about like what we do, the way we talk about it all the time, but it ain't no platform where they do it. You know, all the smoke cool, but like I like the raw shit like this too.
For sure.
So I've been a fan. So we can definitely collab, man. If y'all want to come out and support and be a part of it, I'm supposed to have like some. Man, I just signed a deal with Bet Jack as an ambassador. So a lot of what I'm doing, we gonna collab on it, and I'm gonna just start doing a bunch of events like that in the city. So it'll be a lot of opportunities for us to, you know what I'm saying, do some things together. And my company that I started, Shooters University, where it's basically just like shooting camps, but we teach I mentor like the headspace and like financial literacy. We do all that. Dope. We do all that in like one camp. And so there's opportunities for us to do that. I don't know what city y'all based in or what city y'all from, but I've been tapping in with like different locals from wherever they from, tapping in with the inner city youth. And if it's a way for us to throw a camp, you know what I'm saying, Stoners Network, Shooters U.
We work with a huge I don't know if you heard of Double Trouble, but they work with some of like the biggest high school names. They work out Brandon Boston, Jaylen Brown. We actually was at their camp last week, just talking to the kids. He has a journalism degree, I got a business degree. So we speaking to kids and working back. JL worked the whole youth basketball camp all summer. So we do stuff with kids and all the time. So, and we're in Atlanta.
Well, that might. Oh, y'all in Atlanta?
So, yeah. But we quick to hop on the flight. So just let us know where you need us.
I mean, that's what these conversations be, man. Like the opportunity to network, because I'm really tapping in and like all the markets. I'm gonna do Cleveland on. I think I'm trying to do it for Halloween at the Rock. It might be too soon to try to pull it off. But if I don't get it off by Halloween, I'm gonna do it for Thanksgiving. But right after that, I'm trying to find the next market and just team and lock in and collab. So yeah, from here I'll give y'all my number and then shit, we can just see what it do.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
What was it? I swear I had one more thing, but I forgot it, bro.
Man, before you ask that, my biggest debate I've been having with people the last couple months is who is the better pure scorer, KD or Carmelo?
Bro, you know
Texas,
bro. You know what he about to say. He know he want to Texas.
That's why I wanted to make it a basketball answer. That's what took me so long, because I was finna lead with, "Oh, you know my dude from Texas," but I didn't want to do that.
I know you a real one, so you gonna give me a bona fide answer.
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go straight hoop, but still gotta go KD. Yeah, I still gotta go KD.
Like, come on,
I still gotta go KD, because I mean, if you think about the package, like the package itself, like, you know what I'm saying. Melo gonna crazy triple threat, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know what I'm saying, he gonna bully you. That's Melo game. Pretty jumper, crazy triple threat, he gonna bully you. KD, wherever you want it, you feel me? Post up, curls, pick and roll, ISO.
You was gonna be my definitive answer. You actually got to be on the court with both these dudes, so I was like, you gonna know better than anybody.
Yeah, nah, I think Carmelo would never say it because he one of them guys, but I think he know. He know. KD one of them ones.
So did you ever have like a welcome to the league moment where you was just like, shit, like, damn, like I'm in the league now, like, nigga, this is crazy, like?
Kobe, my favorite player all time, my favorite everything, bro. Like, we playing the Lakers. We talked about the Bron story, so I ain't really getting like starstruck by nobody. I'm ready to get to it. But 2-4 checking that thing. I look over to my left, he stand right next to me, grab his shorts, do the little. I'm like, that's Kobe. It's crazy. Kobe's right next to me. In my head, I'm like, I'm spazzed. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, I'm still in my head, like, man, that's Kobe. I done been in the backyard like 3, 2, 1. Kobe, I done did all that. Kobe. So, man, but we go to the other end, bro. Right away, he see me, I'm 6'3". You know, Kobe 6'5", 6'6". He give me the ball. I need that. What Brian say?
Yeah.
I mean, get the fuck out the way. He's just like, get the
Yeah.
fuck out the way. I'm finna get a bucket. As soon as he caught that bitch, boom, all this. I'm talking about lose all, every breath, air, knock all the wind out of me. I'm like, damn. But what it did was it brought me back to reality. Like, yeah, if you don't check, bro, he gonna give you 100. So you might want to get out your feelings and get back to basketball.
Nah,
So,
for sure.
but that's my welcome to the NBA moment. He bowled me in my chest. Obviously, got me a foul right away, and then from there I kind of switched back into that mode. But that was my welcome. That was my welcome moment.
Was
And that Gilbert Arenas moment, he ended up with 45 that game. So if you go back to my first game that I checked in where I scored my first point, he had 45 that night. I checked in the Garden when he already had about 32, but he ended up with 45.
Hey, you came in when he was the hibachi. When he was
Yeah,
an Asian zero.
He put me on that motherfucker too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, listen, it happens, man. It's the league.
Nah,
It's the best. It's the best of the best. But he knew after that I wasn't backing down. But the hardest person I probably ever had to guard. I still say is D Rose before the knee, bro.
D Rose
Bro.
was so tough.
But he'll be running down the court like this, like he don't really care, like he ain't really trying to do nothing. But that little whatever he would do, that left to right.
That Tim Hardaway, yeah.
Bro,
Speed.
his changes speed you can't keep up with it. There's nobody that can keep up with it. That's why he got MVP that year.
Hey, yeah, D Rose was it. D Rose before the knee injuries was doing some crazy shit. Probably like it's tough to say who the most athletic point guard is because like Ja and Russ Westbrook.
Baron Davis, don't forget Baron. Don't forget BD.
Please don't forget BD. Yeah, everybody like to forget about BD. He was like one of the first ones.
And Steve Francis.
Steve Francis.
Yeah, I think Steve Francis too. Ace time. Yeah, I just say D Rose because I feel like he was a master of control with that shit. Like, sure. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was never out of control. As athletic as he was and as explosive as he was, you never caught him like off balance or going too fast. You know what I'm saying? He was always in control of that shit. So yeah, D Rose is different.
Right now in the league, who's some of your favorite players to watch? Like, it's my last couple questions.
Oh no, you good. I'm a junkie, so I'm still Kyrie. Anytime I can catch Kyrie play. But my favorite player to watch is what I be giving a lot of the guys is Dame. Okay. Man, the way he get to his money, the way he get to his jumper, you know me, I'm a jumper enthusiast. But the way he get in his bag and like all of the different ways he get to his J ball, he's special too. And I feel like he don't get enough love because he playing at the same time as Steph as one of the best shooters to ever grab that basketball. He would get a lot more respect if he wasn't dealing with 30.
I have the hottest take, but I ain't even gonna get into it today. I ain't even gonna get into it today. But
please don't say you finna say more better.
You about to say
better shooter?
Wait, what you about to say?
I'm just talking about who I'm taking overall.
Oh, okay. No, I might be with you on that.
Wait, what?
I'm taking
between
Dame
Steph
over
and Dame?
Steph. We can say that. We can say that for another day.
You're having a good ass fucking interview. Don't fucking piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off right now. Like, what are we talking about? Look, let's not even get into that because I don't know this.
Steph is definitely the best.
Dame is him, bro. Dame is really. I fuck with Dame, so we're not finna.
We talk about that another day. Don't worry. No.
But yeah, what about some young players? Any young players you like watching?
Outside of E-Money, Spider. You know what? I don't understand why Trey don't get love or the respect that he deserves. That's probably the one guy I feel like he probably got the same numbers as Luka. Probably went further. Did Luka make it to the conference finals?
One time.
He did once. Yeah. But how come when Luka coming to the year, they got him projected as the MVP, but you don't never hear a thing about Trey. So I love watching Trey, and I would say he probably the young guy that I watch, and I'm just curious as to why he don't. Yeah, like I feel like he don't get the respect. They never talk about him as one of the best shooters in the league. They rarely bring him up as one of the best point guards in the league. But bro, been averaging 26 and 10 since he got in the league from day one.
The youngest.
That
nigga.
ain't that easy to do, bro.
He get a lot of love in the city though. He get a lot of love in the city.
Oh, he do? I'm talking about I'm talking about
Oh
nationally.
yeah. Nationally, he's super underrated. But Trey's he one of them dudes where you see 6'1" coming in the door and he dropping 50 on you and he talking and he just
like,
pisses people.
Like, why they hate him for? Why do they hate him?
He just pissing people off, and I
it's
like
all about narrative.
real hoopers know what it is. They know.
Right.
It's all about narrative, bro. When they love you, you know what I'm saying? They put you on the highest pedestal. When they don't, they shit on you. Like Russell Westbrook, bro, he been one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, point guards of our generation, but he gets shitted on daily. Right. When he has a little bit of struggle, he's not hitting some jump shots, but he's still putting up good numbers, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about the narrative, bro. When they love you, they love you.
You right. And that's the point. That's the biggest thing about the NBA. It's all about stories and how and what they can sell at the end of the day. Like what can they make popular? Yeah.
Facts. That's why you gotta fuck with the SSN, baby. You gotta fuck with Stoner. We keep it a buck over here.
Nah, I rock with y'all, man. I told y'all when you DM me, I'm like, that's the done deal. Like I already was rocking with y'all from the gate. So once you said pull up, we just had to work the timing out, but I was gonna come regardless.
Nah, you're a real one, bro. We for sure appreciate you. For real.
Yes, sir. Anything y'all need, bro, in the future, you want to collab, y'all want to work, you want to chop it up again, y'all got something pop up, just hit me.
Nah, most definitely. We most definitely
we're gonna get your number and everything, and we're gonna get your address. We're gonna send you some SSN gear, bro.
Yeah, for sure. We good.
Yeah, we got tech,
we locked in,
everything.
y'all gotta come to Cleveland. I gotta get y'all in for a game or something, man. So y'all can see how we do it.
You just let us know.
Yeah, we can pick one on the schedule, and then we set it up, and then maybe you know what I'm saying, we can do some in-person shit, you know, have some shit.
Dope.
For sure. Yeah. We're gonna chop it up though. We're gonna exchange numbers and shit.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Easy call.
Nah, for sure.
We really appreciate you, bro. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was growing up. You was one of my favorite players. I was going to the gym. I tried to switch my jump shot to come out like yours and everything.
With the left, from the left a little bit.
Bro, look, I was studying this shit because I shoot the ball regular, like straight from the, you know what I'm saying, from the front of my body. But when you came in, I'm like, this nigga shooting 40% from the three. I got to come from the left side now. There's something about this left side shit. I don't
know where I got it from, bro. But I still finished right. I still finished right here. But I don't know. I always pulled it from there.
I'm a kid. Like, I'm like, nigga, I got to get this bitch from the left now because that's the money right there.
Hey. On 2K, that was a cheat code on 2K. I ain't missing 3 on 2K.
That's funny, but yeah, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, fam, man. I appreciate that for real. That's why you pick them up. That's why you go hard. You just hope that like somebody like fuck with what you do. So I appreciate that, gang.
No cap. Yeah, no cap. Like, this is not just because you hear it, like, no gas. When I was growing up, you was my favorite player on the team because, nigga, I was a point guard. I was a guard. I was trying to score. I can't be Brian, you feel me? Like, I can't play like 6'8". I can't be Brian, you feel me? So I'm like, that's the nigga. And you had the Booby. I'm like, that's the nigga right there.
Yeah, because when you heard the name, you knew where I was from. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate our special guest, Daniel Booby Gibson, Cavs legend, for tapping in with us here on Stoner Sports Network, man. And just like that, it's been another one with your boys. We out.
Hey, we out. Bees up.